out today, 5-on-5 live, things like that. I guess where you kind of see as days go by.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's we are trying to get him through the thresholds of 5-on-0 to with some smaller numbered live action yesterday, and then he jumped into a bit of 5-on-5 live today, Sue. So again, just trying to keep him moving in the right direction. Yeah.
Is there optimism about either tomorrow or the opener? Is that
For
still?
Paul,
Yeah.
no, I think yesterday's first day alive, and today was, I mean, small number live, and today was a short amount of 5-on-5. So we have to just keep waiting. Yeah.
What sort of are your biggest priorities for tomorrow, just when you have like that final preseason game?
Yeah. Listen, I think we need to get the guys that are, the main guys playing as long and as much together as we can tomorrow. That would be like goal number one. Again, not quite sure how that's going to look yet until probably we doing a pregame presser tomorrow. Yeah, I should be able to answer that a little bit better,
Sure.
before the game tomorrow. So, but that would be the main goal. I mean, obviously, this was kind of a heavy week, to be honest, as far as um, putting in a lot of stuff. Just probably took a long time just trying to build some conditioning and foundational stuff, and but it comes a point where we got to be able to play situations correctly. So they got a lot of information this week, which they've handled good, but it's always different when you're doing it live and in a game, and you got to do it on the spur of the moment. You can't quite say, no, you're over there a little further, like they got to do it right out on the court. So looking to see how some of that looks and where we'll need to be in the cleanup phase of that stuff too. Yeah.
Minnesota's playing tonight, so if
Who cares?
I
No.
know.
Who cares?
If potentially they don't play anybody tomorrow, does that affect
Nope.
what you?
No.
Okay, you just-
Again, the same. I mean, that's the answer. Is we're preseason. We're totally focused on what we're doing, and I don't think that will affect our minutes for our guys anyway whatsoever. Yeah.
To that point, though, like I know that there's some wiggle room on how many preseason games you guys play
Yes.
every year. Do you prefer fewer games and more practice time, or more game-like scenarios and less practice time?
Well, listen, I'm pretty happy with where we are right now and the way we've done it. I've kind of liked the spacing between it this time because you get. It was good to kind of have that first game, and then you're playing the same team, so it was like you could just like really quickly like look at stuff, make a few adjustments, and see if they, do things better the next night, which I thought we got. Then we got a good chunk of time to kind of just practice and not have to worry about anything but practice. And we're going to get it again. We got a game, and then we get another week of practice, and then we're going to get it again, like not quite a week, but we'll get at least a couple good solid days in after this one. It gives us time to kind of have a lengthy review, lots of film, and lots of, just kind of, it gives you a chance to go a little slower in your process of the teaching points and stuff like that, and then also giving you a chance to continue to get up and down, condition, and get ready to go.
Nick, in the minutes where Tyrese is off the floor, are you envisioning it's going to be like one main guy at the point of attack, or is that like a shared responsibility?
Yeah, I mean, I think that my first thought would be to make sure there's enough other ball handlers. You know what I mean? Like if he's not out there, maybe there's at least a combo of 2 or 3 guys that could, in situations, or if it gets that would feel comfortable, that can get up there and get things started and get going, right? I think that's what I'm envisioning, and I think we need some time to see that play out. But we'll definitely be in the situation tomorrow. It's just like I just kind of thinking back through even some of these games that I'm like, oh, we got, Tyrese is coming out, and I just got to look at the lineup and make sure there's at least some other capable ball handlers out there, and we're not too big and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I know you said earlier in the week that there's a chance Joel could play. Is that kind of out the window, or is that like,
No, I think we'll know tomorrow. I mean, I think there's still that same chance that he will, but we'll know tomorrow.
If he doesn't play tomorrow, is there a similar chance for next week at the opener?
I would think so. Yeah, I would think so. If he plays tomorrow, that'd be good. That'd be good, yeah.
Just
Somebody,
because,
go ahead.
just because of circumstances being what they are, your starters are, I'm sure, going to be fluid, just with everyone kind of coming in and out. With that in mind, do you look more for like a matchup based, or you want to maybe just get 5 guys solid who you know can play together? Like, what's kind of like the more valuable thing?
Yeah, it's a tough one, just because what you kind of opened with. I mean, there's kind of some re-entry points of guys, and we've been kind of testing some things as well. You know, I haven't really given it a ton of thought today for tomorrow yet, but obviously we're going to have to. I think probably at some point we know who's going to be in, and then we start trying to figure out which way we're going to go. And I don't even know if that means anything leading into the opener, because I do think it's us trying to search it, like, you know, who's filling in the 4 and how's the rotation looking at the 5, and, you know, how are the 3 or 4 guards rotating and stuff, because we do have a couple re-entries tomorrow, I think, for sure. Well, Q for sure, right? So there's another one, and we've done Barlow and Walker a little bit back and forth as well. Yeah, so there's still a lot of tinkering to go on, but I just think it's like, I don't know, I don't say it's not a big deal, because I know it is a big deal, like what the matchups look like and who's going, but I just see this being kind of interchangeable here for a while, based on, again, your question, guys coming in and out and matchups and all that stuff. Yep.
With the offense this year, how much are you wanting to be scripted play calls versus improvisational, random sort of stuff?
Well, I hope we're pretty, you know, we've got enough chances to improv it. You know, hopefully there's some pace and some transition out of our defense and things like that, you know, we kind of call it our attack phase. When you're up the floor, even if 5 guys are back but they're not really set yet, you can still get into that attack phase and get some things started. And then obviously you need some organization and some sets, but then as soon as those are done, it goes right back to playing, right? And we've worked pretty hard on that part of it. You know, the lifeblood of the offense is, what do you do in attack phase, and what do you do when you come out of a set, right? So we've worked pretty hard on that, and that's kind of what I want to see. I would say, you know, if you were interviewing me for a job, I would say to you that I only see about 15 to 17 set plays, and everything else should be out of reading what's happening, right? But I know it's probably a little more than that with this team at this point. Yep.
On Barlow and Walker,
Yep.
last year you guys were running out of two-way days in like February. Is that something you're going to be thinking about as early as next week, or are you just going to play them whenever you think they can help and cross that bridge when you get there?
I am going to think about playing the best guys, you know, right here, right now, for now. I mean, I know it's a very valid and very good question. I think that right now I just want to plug in the guys that I think best can help us. And then, yes, if it becomes a problem later, hopefully it's a good problem, because we got some results out of that.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.